Alright, so what's going on, guys? Long time no video. I've been very busy for the past week and a half, so I apologize for missing out on the video last week and the week before. Um, like I said, I got made full-time about 2 weeks ago, so now I'm working full-time all the time, basically. And this is slowly but surely becoming my part-time gig. Um, Basically, not a lot has changed in the 150-gallon tank. I keep forgetting. You just heard me say the 55-gallon. Um, but yeah. Anyway, not a lot has changed. The tinfoil barb has grown a little bit and come into a lot of color. I really like his fins and everything like that. And you can kind of see that he's actually grown just a little bit, not a lot. Probably about another inch or so since I moved him into this tank. But a lot of the fish are doing very, very well. The only fish I did lose, like I said, was my parrot cichlid. Um, I guess she was just too stressed out. The Africans were picking on her or something, and I woke up one morning and she was over there. Then next day I woke up and she was over here dead. So I'm not entirely sure what happened, but she didn't make it. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys this because this is actually quite amazing to me. You guys know the little itty bitty high-fin spotted pleco that I had? Well, she's almost doubled in size since the last video, and she's about 3 to 4 inches now. Of course, there's that nasty scratch right there. But she's about 3 to 4 inches now, and you can kind of sort of see her there. She's starting to come in really, really, really nice. I like the colors on her. The spots are really nice too. She cleans the entire back wall by herself. The other two plecos really don't go after algae anymore. They come up and get the cichlid pellets, like the excess food. But she's been cleaning the glass like crazy. The only glass I've been ever, really touching is the front glass for, just for looks. But she's doing pretty well. This iridescent shark is doing pretty well. She got a pretty bad bite out of her last week. I guess one of the African cichlids chased her out of the house, or out of a hole or something. She had a really nice bite mark underneath her belly here, or it had a really nice bite mark underneath its belly. And I'll show you my convict next because that one actually got beat up bad. Actually, I'll just show you her while she's right here. She got in a really bad scrap with about 5 of them, and for some reason, will you get out of my way, you annoying ass friggin' Kenny? You can see she's got bite marks all over her. I was gonna isolate her and basically drain out 30 gallons and set up like a ISO tank underneath the stand here, but I couldn't fit the 30-gallon tank underneath there. So unfortunately she had to stay in here. I am gonna get like a 10-gallon or a 20-gallon ISO tank, like a 10 or a 20 long. I'm thinking about a 20-gallon long just for isolation. They all think I'm feeding them now because I've opened up and closed the doors, so they think I'm coming out with food now. Tricked you. But no, everybody seems to be doing well. I'm gonna be giving, where's the pink kissing grummy? I'll be giving that to my boss tomorrow. Her mom had about a 10 or a 12-inch pink kissing gourami at one point, and it looks like she's getting beat up, kind of like her body. There's nothing bite marks on her body or anything, but her fins are really starting to look like tattered and beat up on. So I'm just gonna do her a favor and get her out of this tank. I'm trying to find a home for the convict too, but I haven't found anybody to take it yet, because again, she's very territorial of her cubby holes and stuff like that, and the Africans just don't put up with it, and she's just too small to actually defend herself against all these African cichlids. And these guys, they act like piranha almost when something goes after them, and you'll see like all the Kenyes while the blue Kenyes will actually chase around everything in the tank, and then the orange labs or red labs, they're called red labs. They'll chase, they'll actually chase around behind the blue ones. So it's like a never-ending battle, basically. I don't know if you guys saw, there's a couple of mystery snails in here. Some lady dropped these guys off for me at work yesterday. I have about 5 of them, and they're all about that size. There's actually 1 or 2 that are smaller, and I don't know where they are. But it'll climb up the glass, grab some air, and then drop back down, and that's all they do, day in, day out. Those 2 haven't really moved very much since I put them in the tank, but I think it's because they're in the center. I'm actually gonna grab them after I finish making this video, and throw them in the back corner of the tank, or on this end of the tank where there's less of the African cichlids, or even back behind the rocks here where that one's hiding out in the little cave there. But like I said, everything seems to be doing very well, and my angelfish came out to say hello to you. My clown knife actually found this little cave, which I'm really, really happy about, just because I've always wanted to try to get her to swim inside a cave and hang out in there, and she actually opened up her mouth for you too. Again, I don't know if that's a male or a female. I just keep calling everything she's because about 90% of my tank is female. There's like maybe 6 or 7, or I think there's like 5 or 6 males in this whole tank that I've seen. A lot of the Africans are still babies, and you can't really see any predominant markings yet. But that's basically it. Onto the geckos. Okay. The geckos, I'm going to give these to my little brother tomorrow. I'm actually getting 2 more snakes, and my mom doesn't know about them yet, so shh. I'm getting 2 ball pythons. I don't know how big they are. I know they're coming in a 20-gallon tank, and the lady just said that she just doesn't take care of it because it was her sister's. Her sister moved out of the house apparently and then left the snakes. And the girl that has the snakes now is terrified of snakes, so go figure. I'm going to take them up. I'm basically going to set them up in here with some cedar wood chips. Going to take this housing lid and put that on top of the 20-gallon tank that the girl's going to give me. And then I'm going to set these geckos up inside a 20-gallon tank. I know this isn't big enough for 2 ball pythons. I'm going to try to get rid of one of them. I may try to sell one of them, or I may try to keep both of them and see what happens, but this is going to be like a temporary setup for the ball python. I'm going to get a 40-gallon tank, basically get rid of my TV stand here, pop my TV up on the wall in between my pictures there, and go from there. Little by little, things are going to keep happening. My milk snake, my eastern milk snake, his name is Boo, by the way, guys. I named him Boo because he scared me when I went into the basement. I don't know if I told you guys I named him or not. These guys, the albino one is, or the fancy leopard gecko, or as a lot of people on YouTube call them, the albino leopard geckos. The albino one is named Reptile, and the other one is named Yoshi. I know you guys know Yoshi, but I didn't know if I went over Reptile or not. The milk snake is going to hide right now, and he's probably super pissed at me and extremely stressed out, so I don't blame him. Basically, he hasn't eaten since I got him, or since I caught him, and I don't know how long it's been since he ate previously. So to kind of reassure myself, I did what is probably the last resort thing that you ever want to do to a snake, which is force feeding. Basically, I just took the pinky's head. I have, I'll show you guys these. You're supposed to use tweezers. Basically, I used to be a surgical tech student, so I still have a couple of my surgical tech tools, rather, that they gave us to bring home. This is a regular curved angle hemostat. Basically, I use this to feed the snake just because it clips together. and you can quick it together and get like a really good hold on a pinky. The only problem I run into sometimes is that it doesn't unlock when I do that sometimes. So you kind of got to play it by ear and see how that works, but it has a pretty good size for his mouth right now, and that's the reason I like it, is because, like I said, I had to force feed him. So basically what I do is I take the pinky, squeeze it in between here, and then you got to grab the snake almost by the head, and then just kind of slowly ease his mouth open, and then just kind of slowly ease it down his throat. You got to be very careful, very delicate. Again, it's extremely stressful to the snake. And it's, again, it's a last resort thing that you do to the snake. I have a hatchling. I've researched it. I've done a bunch of things. The next thing, if he continues to not eat, which I won't be feeding him again until next week, or I may try again in 3 days because he only ate like a torso to a pinky, so I may try again in about 3 days. And if you guys want, I'll make a video of how to force feed if he doesn't eat. Thinking that since he actually got a taste of the pinkies, which is what I've been told, my boss told me to try force feeding it, and basically she said if it after you force feed it, make sure it doesn't regurge, and she said then the next time you feed it a pinky, she said it should recognize the smell and the taste and go right for it, as opposed to it being an extremely stressful thing and not going after it. I also have this. It's more so meant for like a cricket keeper, but being I have a hatchling, I didn't think it was going to be too big of an issue. But I have noticed that the snakes, they tend to do a little bit better in a darker box. So what I was thinking about doing is actually spray painting the outside of this so that it has paint all around it, so that it's not going to be see-through, basically. And it'll be blacked out. The other thing I was doing, or I tried doing today, was sticking it inside the fish tank stand. The only problem with that is that there's a lot of water damage on the base, like the actual base of the stand. Not necessarily water damage, but like you could tell the guy was like throwing water around, getting splashed, and the base of it was just kind of. I'll let you guys look at the fish tank while I talk. The base of it was basically just kind of decaying slowly. Like not the actual base itself, like not any of the framework or anything. The actual particle board or MDF, quarter-inch MDF that's on the bottom of oak or whatever. But like I said, it was one of those things that I figured I'd try, but you stick your head in there and all you could smell is cigarette smoke, so I didn't want to leave him in there too long. And basically, like I said, it's just going to come down to me spray painting that with a non-toxic paint like Krylon or something like that you would use for spray painting the back of a fish tank aquarium. So I'm looking into a couple things right now, and I don't know what I'm getting with these two snakes tomorrow, so or Wednesday rather. And I will be making another video for you guys when I bring those guys home. I can't promise that they're going to be here to stay. Like I said, my mom does not like snakes one bit, and the one snake that she told me I wasn't allowed to have was a ball python, so it's going to be a hit or miss thing. My dad likes snakes. Yeah, he said he used to have them when he was little, so he's cool with it. He was actually really excited about me getting the milk snake and having it. How can you tell somebody no after you caught like a really rare snake, So basically, like I said, everything's been going very well. I've just been very, very busy with the work, and like I said, I'll try to get up to date with my videos and everything. I will be making a video for you guys on Wednesday, but my video is about to top out, so I'm going to end the video at that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the update. I apologize if I was rambling too much about the snakes, but I'll talk to you guys next time.